Satnam, beautifuls. I hope you're having a great week. And I just wanted to send a recap on Sunday, which was all about body image. So, really big topic. And, some of the women had a bit of stuff come up around memories, around, that they had conflicts in their mind, in their body, as they were going through the practice. Which happens, which really does happen. So I shared with you my story about growing up. I felt I was shorter than most girls, and I had big teeth, big lips, braces. Yeah, I didn't feel attractive. I always had puppy fat until I was probably like 14 or 15. And so I had all this shame around my body from what people had told me. I had really believed that, I was not an attractive person. And then I started getting the attention from men sort of in high school. And then I started sort of believing what they had said to me, and that boosted my confidence. And then I sort of just started just using my body to get love and sex and attention and affection, which was very unfulfilling. And it wasn't until I really started practicing Kundalini Yoga that I started to love myself from the inside out. And from Kundalini Yoga, I've also stopped many of the addictions that I had, which I was really ruining my body. I used to binge drink every weekend and drink almost every night. I would smoke cigarettes and drink a lot of coffee, do drugs. And since doing the Kundalini Yoga practice, I started to really nourish my body with the breath and with the movement, and so much so that I'd walk out of a class just feeling, oh my God, I'm on top of the world. I feel so amazing. And I didn't actually want to go home and have a drink or have a cigarette. I started to change my interests. I didn't want to go out partying anymore. I really wanted to do more yoga and do more normal stuff, like go to the beach or a gig or, So addictions and this negative self-talk and believing these negative things that other people have said about us really affects our body. We get a lot more illness when we are negative in our beliefs of our body, with our perception of our body. So it shows that, our body is a makeup of the thoughts that we think and the food and drinks that we consume. It is a combination. So you can go on any diet in the world, and if you still have the negative thoughts, you won't feel like you're changing much. Or you might change, but you won't feel the real transformation. So in Kundalini Yoga, we believe that the body is a vessel of love. And we believe that we are souls having a human experience. So spiritual souls having this experience in a human body. And our body is purely a vessel of love, a messenger. We are messengers of love. And we have two choices. We can continue to go down the path of the ego, of the mind. It's very easy. The ego is so powerful. And when I say ego, I mean destructive thoughts, judgment, both of yourself and of other people's bodies, jealousy. What else is something that's just comparing, basically, comparing your body. And I advise you to start noticing when you're doing it. Even I still do it now. Be working and see a woman's body and think, oh, wow, she's got a great body. I wish I had that kind of ass or that tiny little waist or bigger boobs or whatever. But instead, I've started just like looking at that and going, wow, she's really beautiful. And not doing I wish I could be like that. Just being more, wow, she's really, really beautiful. And honouring the feminine, honouring the beauty in that. And recognising that the beauty that we see in others is purely a mirror of the beauty within us. I know that might sound a little bit wanky, but it's true. We are all beautiful. And, you know, the more we start to love, especially, I like to think of it as loving from the inside out. You know, if you really don't like a part of your body, you don't like your hands, or you don't like your ankles, or whatever it is, sometimes you can't just love it, but you can accept it. But you start from within. Start loving who you are as a person, your purpose, your mission, love your personality, your smile. Like, just start to love the little things. And then gradually, if there are parts of your body that you really don't like, might not love them, but you will just become in acceptance of them. And forgive yourself as well. Forgive yourself for comparing yourself to others. Forgive yourself for really berating your own body. You know, let's not use our mind as a weapon. Let's, forgive the mind for all the destruction that it does, and choose love. Keep coming back, choosing love. Day to day, if you're having thoughts, observe your thoughts for a day. Write down every positive and negative thought that you have. You might be here for hours, but, in general, write down if there's certain things that keep coming up. We all have neural pathways, little tracks that we keep wandering down the same old track, the same thought, and it's such a deep ingrained path in our brain. And, one day when I was driving over from Brisbane to Perth, when I was moving here, I decided to spend a lot of the days listening to my neural pathways, listening to the same old thoughts that keep going down the same track. It's like repetitive bullshit. And I was so shocked of the things that I kept thinking about. So I made sure I'd be aware, I'd witness these thoughts. I wouldn't judge myself for it. I wouldn't berate myself. Why are you thinking that? That's such a negative thought. I would just accept it and go, okay, wow, that's interesting. I've thought that 3 times today. Gosh, I must be really insecure. And then I would just choose the complete opposite of that, whatever I was thinking, complete opposite, and repeat that to myself. And when I'm driving through the Nullarbor and just nothing else to do, not much to see, and I would just repeat these beautiful, loving affirmations to myself. And it made me feel better. And it just really, when you become a witness of your thoughts, it takes away the power of the ego. Yeah. So that's just shine your torch, shine your light, and blast your ego. Don't let it win. It's the ego that says you're too tall, you're too short, you're not tanned enough, you haven't got big enough boobs, or you're not this or you're not that. The ego either makes you feel special, like I have something better than you, or separate. You've got something better than me. Don't let it win. You don't have to choose, that you're separate or special. You are love. Your body is love. Every cell of your body, you can choose to infuse your body with love. And that's what Gabby Bernstein talks about in this chapter, is your body is light. Do a beautiful visualization where you close your eyes and just see this spark of light inside of you. And visualize it just glowing and growing through your whole body, every cell, every atom. And until it sort of vibrates out of your being, radiates, glows. So keep coming back to the love, keep coming back to the light. Observe, is this a negative thought? Where did this come from? Is this from some idiot in high school or primary school that told me I was fat and I've always believed it? Don't let him win. Don't let the ego choose that thought. You have the power to choose whether or not you feel that. Does it make your life better? No. If you have a memory that keeps coming up, there's something there that needs to be healed. If you have a constant memory, a constant neural pathway, which you keep going down that track, or if in Kundalini Yoga practice, something keeps coming up and bashing you in the face, right, this is time to really conquer it. Bring it to the forefront. Bring it into your meditation. Go, right, what is this lesson? What do I need to learn here? Do you need to forgive this person for what they've said to you and let it go? Do you need to cut the energetic cord with them and release them? If so, let me know and we can do that one day. We can go through that and I can guide you through an energetic cord cutting. It's amazing. It feels really good. So yeah, is it a memory? Is it a belief that you have about your body? Really get curious about it. Where did it come from? Why do I believe that? Is that just because the media, all these tall, skinny, blonde women with big boobs in the media, and I'm not like that, so I must be not as attractive, not good enough? Right, time to rewire your thinking. Have a mind cleanse. Let's have a mind cleanse. What does that look like for you? Because basically what you think in your mind about your body is what it is, where that makes your perception. And often what you think about your body is warped and is wrong and is negative. We don't want that. Your body is, it says here, how can you choose the loving voice of your inner guide versus your ego or old memories? So how can you do that? How can you pay more attention to your thoughts? Because your thoughts affect your body. They can create illness or they can create happiness. So basically what we need to do, and what Gabby says in this book, is we need to change our mind about our body. And then your body changes. So basically, once we change our mind about our perception of our body, then our body changes. And the purpose of our body changes as well. I used to suffer from bronchitis, tonsillitis, a lot of UTIs, and what else? Skin irritations. And I used to get antibiotics and all the drugs that, you can get from the chemist to try and fix it. And I never just thought to, quit smoking or drinking. That would be the obvious one. But I never thought to actually look at my mind, my mental chatter. And that's actually where you should start. Start at the mind. What is your mind saying? Write it down. Burn it. All the negative bullshit that you've been telling yourself, write it down and burn it. Get rid of it. Let's create new ones. Let's create your life, the life that you want, the body that you want. You are a messenger of love, and that is the message of Kundalini. And that's why we're white, light. We want to radiate. We want to feel lighter and brighter and more full of love, okay? So remember, that your body isn't just about what you eat and what you do with it. It's really about the thoughts that you put into it. So let's have a flush out of all those dirty, negative thoughts and have a new, fresh flow of loving thoughts. And I'll leave you with that. And I really look forward to seeing you all on Sunday. We'll be talking about relationships, which is a big one. So I'd love you to come. If you can't come, just let me know. Send me an email and we'll be including you in the circle energetically, and we'll all be sending you light. Whoever wasn't there on Sunday, we included you in the circle and we all sent you some loving energy. So have a beautiful rest of your week. Enjoy the storms and I'll see you soon. Lots of love.